Alright, welcome back everybody to Cliff's Backyard Garage. Today we got a will it start video, and we're going to be doing a will it start on this old here Ford F-250. Picked this truck up from my uncle. He just recently passed not too long ago. Rest in peace to Uncle Don. And yeah, I picked this truck up from him. And don't know much about it. I know it's been sitting here in this spot for at least 20 years. So we're gonna walk around it. Let's check it out real quick. So there it is, F-250. The body's in pretty good condition on this side. Now I do notice that it has one tank. There's a fuel tank back there too. Okay. So 2 tanks. Let's walk around this thing. This thing has been sitting, I know, 20 years. So it's been here a minute. You see the old screwdriver stuck out the hood? Yeah, I did that. I had to pop the hood, man. Alright, we have a little whiskey dent right there. Not bad. Need a new grill. Okay. You can see somebody had a different set of mirrors on it at one time. And they put these mirrors on it. Alright. I mean, she's cool. 8 lug, 16-inch rims. Oh, there's another tank there. 3 tanks. Okay. Oh, check this out. That's a bullet hole. 2 of them. This truck was a gangster. Out here in the middle of the desert. Let's say it's okay. I didn't notice this dent earlier, but yeah, the tailgate doors dented. I mean, but it's in great condition. It's mostly just surface rust, but hey, I don't expect nothing too bad from Vegas cars, you know. All right, let's check out the inside. Those cab corners, it's perfect. All righty. It is majorly dusty in here. I mean, major league dust in here. Okay, here goes the tank valve. Okay, it says main tank, right tank, and left tank. Okay, so it's 3 tanks. There's definitely 3 tanks in here. I got a pile of clothes in here too. Okay, check this out. This truck's been repainted. Here's the original color, and here's the new color. Kind of like the original color anyway. If anybody knows me, you know I'm really not a Ford guy, but Uncle Don passed, you know, this truck was kind of close to his heart, so I decided let me go ahead and get it, and I'm actually going to restore this truck. I want to bring it right back to it, you know, how he would want it done. So yeah, let's check out the motor. Now I've already opened this hood. I had to oil these hinges. I didn't want to bend the hood, but now, like I just said, I know nothing about Fords. Nothing. I don't know if this is a 390, 360. I don't know. But you can tell a very long time ago somebody tried to get this thing to pop off. Now, when I first bought the truck, I did turn the fan to make sure the engine wasn't locked, and it moved a little bit. So I mean, I think we might be good. But yeah, you can see the grass and the weeds have grown up inside of it. I mean, the dust layer is thick. We got some air horns. Ooh. This is concerning, but there is some dust on top of that carb. There's no filter on it. Oh, that's a Motorcraft carburetor. I have no idea if that's good or bad, but okay. I mean, it looks kind of clean too, so that might have been rebuilt. Not sure. Let's check the radiator. Oh man, I see absolutely nothing. Okay, that's not good. Let me see if I can squeeze on the bottom hole, see if I can hear any fluid in it. Okay, I can hear something sloshing around in there. Okay, things looking up again. Now, where is the old dipstick in this thing on thing? Okay, like I say, I'm not a Ford man. I have no idea. Well, I have no knowledge of these things, of these Ford trucks. Actually, this is the first one I've ever put my hand on, to tell you the truth. I've owned Fords, but mostly just SUVs. Okay, it is all the way to the F, U, and the L. We got oil. All right, things are still looking up. Okay. Dude, this thing is extremely dusty. If we can get the dipstick to go back in, we'll carry on and start to look around this thing a little bit more. All right, there we go. All right, just for giggles, let's see if there's any power steering fluid in it. And the power steering fluid is bone dry. Okay. Now, I should check the transmission fluid while it's running, but yeah, let's pull it just to see. Okay, we got transmission fluid on the stick. Okay. I see on the carburetor we're missing a hose. I don't know, is that the bowl or what that goes to? Alright. Alright, well, I'm going to gather a couple things from my pickup and see if we can go ahead and get a battery in this thing and some fluids. See if we can get this thing to bark off, you know what I'm saying? And if I do get it to bark off, then I will be changing some tires. Well, at least one of them for right now, because here's one laying over here in the dirt and it has air in it. Oh shoot, we got a spare. It's probably older than me, but hey, feels like it has air in it. I don't know. Oh darn it, it's got a lock on it. Guess people used to steal tires back in the day. Okay, I can take care of that. But all right, let me gather a few things. I'll drop a battery off in her, pull those spark plugs out, and shoot a little Marlboro mystery oil down there in the cylinders. Like I said, it's been sitting 20 years. I don't want to dry start it. I'm just hoping this accelerator pump is good. Oh man. Nope, I think I just heard it tear. It's pushing now, but I don't know. Okay, I'll be back. All right, got set up here. I got a good battery out of my Cadillac up here. I got my Marlboro mystery oil. Got a little of it in this little oiler can. I got my tools set out. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and break the plugs loose and knock some dust off them suckers. You know what, matter of fact, let's do that. Let's spray that dirt away with some of this starting fluid. Yeah, those plugs look like they were, what? Okay, auto light, power seal. Okay, I don't know if they're good or not, but all right. I forgot my spark plug sockets at the house, so I'm going to have to use this 21 millimeter. You know, I bought two, thinking they would have been that one or that one. Well, guess what? It was neither one of the ones I brought, so I'm going to just go ahead and be careful. Try not to break none of these plugs, because I don't have any. I didn't bring no fresh new ones with me. I'm just trying to start it off, you know, the way it is right now. So I'll be back. I'm going to go ahead and get these off, and I'll cut you guys right back in, and we'll put some Marlboro in these cylinders and do the other side, and try to spin it over. All right, give me a second. All right, I successfully got these things out, all the spark plugs, and looking at them now, I did spray them off with some carb cleaner, but this first plug was real sooty, so that cylinder, I guess, is running a little rich. But the two in the middle came out, you know, chocolate, perfect color. And like I said, the last one, if you can see that, it's kind of sooty. So I don't understand, but I'm assuming the first and last cylinder on the passenger side was getting a little bit more fuel in the middle. All right, now that we got the spark plugs out, I didn't break any, which is good. And I'm glad they got this little thing on here, because and they line up with each hole, because I don't know the firing order. I'm gonna have to Google it. Let's get some mystery in there. How much is this thing spraying out? Like, I don't know. Let's just give her a couple pumps. Now I'm assuming sometime in the past this motor was out of here, because I don't know if you guys can see that. Somebody painted the heads aluminous. You know? And there's a gasket maker right there on the exhaust manifolds. In fact, it's on all of them. So this motor's been out of here before. I don't know if it's going to be the original motor or not. I kind of thought this truck was unmolested when I first looked at it, but started to think otherwise. Alright, we're going to finish squirting up the mystery down the cylinders, and I'm going to go to the other side, pull those out, and I'll be back with you guys over there in a sec. Alright everybody, I got these plugs on this side out, and had to kind of lay the spark plug wires out, you know, in comparison to where they go, because like I say, I don't know the firing order. I am not a Ford guy, but maybe this truck might make me one. We'll see. Okay, first plug, a little sooty towards the bottom, and I don't know how to read this one. I don't know, it's not that bad. But the second one, man, it's oily. Now this truck has been sitting here, I couldn't tell you how long. So, and as you can see, there's carbon all the way at the tip, so it's connected. I'm about to clean this plug up, and you know, I don't know, man. I didn't bring plugs with me. I hope that won't hold me back. But the gap is gone too. I mean, yeah. I'm about to re-gap that one, find out what the rest of them are at. Alright, but the third one on this side is very sooty like the first one. And this one, sooty on one side, Clean on that side. I'm going to say this thing was running rich. You know, even though I find that impossible with that little 2-barrel, but I'm going to say it was running rich. All right, let me go over here and grab my little oiler can. Let's see, my little quarter pint pump oiler. All right. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and turn you guys off for a second. I can't do this and hold my phone at the same time, so let me get some oil in there and then we're going to spin it over. All right, give me a sec. All right, people, I'm back. I had to get a little creative with the mystery oil because my little pump oiler, I don't think it was putting out enough, but that was a full bottle. I just only poured the I guess the quarter pint in there. So I think I got a decent amount. You can see the fuel, well, the oil level is right there now. I think I got a decent amount in it, so I'm gonna have to be careful guys and crank this thing. I have to hit it with the screwdriver. All right, let's see if we can get it to turn over. Whoa! All right, well, it turned over. Well, I knew it wasn't locked, but damn. Well, that's spinning over pretty good. And I just made a mess, especially over here on this side. Dang. Well, I'm gonna turn it over a couple more times and stick the plugs back in it. Damn. Let's do that one more time. All right, well, she's a spinning. I'm gonna clean these plugs up and damn, it went all the way over here on this other van. Now I'm probably gonna end up buying this van here too from my Aunt Linda. It belonged part of my Uncle Don's estate, and probably be doing a wheel it run on it too. Now it has been sitting here for a good minute. I mean, at least about 20 years, I want to say. Yeah, I kind of want to grab this van because this is the first vehicle when I first came to Vegas that I rode in. My Uncle Don picked me up in this thing from the airport, and I mean, it's pretty straight. It got a little bit of a whiskey dent up there, but it's pretty straight. You know, interior is decent, so I'll show you guys more about that one when we get to it. Yeah, but I really want to buy that one, so, but right now we back to this one. Okay, so I'm gonna spin it over a couple more times and I'll bring you guys back. We're gonna check for spark. See if we got any spark in it. And I'll be back at that point. Alright guys, we're gonna check for spark. I got the ignition in the on position. For some reason it doesn't want to spin over by the key, but maybe the solenoid over here. Possibly it is. We're gonna change that out anyway. But let's turn this thing over and check for spark. Well, she appears not to be sparking at all. So, I don't know. Let me see if I got this spark plug wire. I don't think it was all the way on. Let's check it again before we go to drastic measures. Oh no, it is not sparking. All right, I'm gonna pop the distributor cap off and check those points. Let's where my sandpaper go. Yeah, I'm gonna check those points, see if they need to be cleaned up or something. All right, I'll be right back. All right, now I don't think the key was in the right position, but the points look new. I mean, they're under the cap, so they're not gonna see no dirt, but still, look like somebody put them in not too long ago. Well, I know the fuel pump still works because the accelerator pump is leaking, or the power valve. I think that's what they call that part on the bottom. Yeah, so we're going to have to be careful when we crank this thing because, man, we are in Vegas and the backyard's like a desert. So, you know, there's tumbleweed and wild grass. Okay, so let's try that one more time for the spark. I don't think I had the key in the right position. All right. Now, I'm not getting any spark on that spark plug, but I do see spark at the points. I mean, it's a small spark. I mean, it's small. So, I don't know. Maybe it could be that plug or that plug wire. I'm not certain. But I'm gonna grab another spark plug and I'm gonna clean those points off a little bit more, and we'll try it again. I'll be right back. Let me get that done. All right, people. Now, talking about feeling dumb. Now, you guys just seen me try to test for spark when I didn't have that cap back on. Oh man, it's hot. It is too hot. Now, you know, I had a nice cold beverage, so oh man. Okay, we're gonna try that again. But looking at the inside of the cap, I mean, it looks pretty good, except for, see the metal connector? It is burnt, charred. Something's not right. Okay, but we're gonna try to see. I can see it made a little mark on it from me moving, but might have to replace that. But I went ahead and, you know, filed the points a little bit, scraped them off, and inside of here looks good. I mean, there's no corrosion, but we're in the desert, so that really doesn't happen out here. Okay, I'm gonna stick this cap back on and test for spark again. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and get that done. Let's put the cap back on. I tell you. Alrighty. Sorry about that. Cut you guys off. All right, let's look for spark again. Yeah, nothing. Still. Okay. Might be a bad plug wire. Let's switch the plug wire out. Because I see spark. Well, there, but I'm not getting none out of here. So let's try it again. Nope, no cigar. I'll try to clean that plug just a little bit. All right. Well, we do not have spark, fellas. All right, I'm about to dig a little deeper. Let me check and see if I can trace the problem down, and if I can, I'll get right back with you guys. All right. All right, everybody. This is me right now, literally doing the walk of shame. Couldn't get the whole F-250 to bark off. Diagnosis was it needs a new coil. So I'm gonna go throw my tools back in my truck, because I don't have a coil right now, and I don't have time to go get one. I gotta go to work. Boo-hoo. But all right, let's do a little recap. We know she spins over, and she had 2 or 3 sparks on the points, then nothing. So at this point, I don't have any more time. You know, I played with it for about an hour after I turned off the last time, and I diagnosed it back down to the coil and the cap is no good. So when I come back, which is going to be next week, but it's going to feel like a second to you guys, I will have a new cap, new coil, new wires, and I'm gonna get the plugs. I went ahead and threw the plugs back in, and I put a little bit more mystery down in there so she could just soak up the goodness. If there's any stacked rings, stuck rings, anything, hopefully I'll loosen up in a week. Went ahead and I found a breather laying in the back of the truck in the tail bed, and old dusty filter. I just put it on top just to keep any more dust that's already down in there from getting in there. So alrighty, I put some water in the radiator, and I don't see any leaks from the radiator. We'll have to go get the carburetor rebuild kit because she left a nice little pool of nasty stinkness. So I'll probably rebuild the carburetor before we try to bark her off the next time. Hey, but check this out. I cleaned the interior. I did manage to do something today. Alright. Got the old standard issue bench seat cover, because you know why. The bench only got one crack. Oh, never mind. She got duct tapage over there. Yeah, so. Alright. Let me straighten that back out, man. It was looking nice. Ooh, all that dust. Alright, but check this out. While I was in here cleaning the interior, I looked in the old glove box, and look what we got here. We got a brand new set of points. Yeah. Oh, you can see that, brand new. So hey, that's one thing I won't buy. I guess I just might as well just go ahead and order a condenser too. Let's just do it all the way out. And I found out this truck is a 1973. I was guessing 75. But yeah, I looked on the old door and it's a 73. And registration in the glove box said it was a 73 too. So I oiled up the lock cylinders and everything because it was kind of sticking when I put the key in. And I also realized by looking at the tag, last time this thing was on the road was 2003. Okay, so that's what, 17 years ago? And it's been sitting here from as far as I can remember. I'll come back to, I'm also going to get these tires off, put some new tires on it. I mean, hell, I've already bought it. I've invested the money into it, so might as well go ahead and just continue dumping money into it, But I'll be back. It's going to be a week for me, but a minute for you guys. I'll give you one last look at it as I roll out. Oh, put my tools up. Alright guys, I shall return in a minute. Alright, it's the next day. Just came out of O'Reilly's. Just balled up 123 bucks and threw it at the old F-250. I don't have time to put it on today. I'm only here for 2 or 3 more hours, then I gotta get back out on the road. But here it is there, throwing money at it already. Alright, I'll see you guys in a sec. Well, 5 more days for me, a sec for you guys. Alright, it's approximately 7 days later. I know I said 6, but hey, things happen. But I'm going to get back out here, set up on the old F-250. Get all my tools set up so we can see if we can get this thing to pop off today. So I think where we left off, I determined that it needed a coil. So I got a bag of goodies. I got a coil, points, condenser, cap and rotor, and I think a couple other little things. I did forget to get spark plugs, but hopefully that's not going to stop the progress. Well, hopefully that's not going to stop it from popping off today. So I'm going to get set up, and we're going to see if we can get this thing to pop off today. Fingers crossed. All right, let's go ahead and get this thing going. I've already pulled the spark plugs back out and spun out the Marvel that I had in there soaking over the last 7 days. I got the new coil, rotor, and cap is falling over here. Got a new cap. Battery I had last week, I forgot to charge it, so it's been sitting in the back of my pickup for the last 7 days, dead. So I'm going to go ahead and set you guys down over here. I'm going to take the coil off first, put the new one on, and and the cap and rotor, since I know the cap is bad. Centerpiece here in the middle of the rotor, I don't know what you call, is broken on this one. So I'm not going to change out the plug wires yet. Just kind of want to see, can I get spark with those two items? If I can't, we'll go on to points and then condenser. You know, and if I don't get no spark after that one, then we're going to have to go back to Google and figure this out, because I don't know nothing about Fords. You know, every Chevrolet I've owned with points, I've never had to deal with them. You know, they always worked. So this is a new issue for me. So you guys bear with me, and do me a favor. If you are not subscribed, please do that. Like, subscribe, and comment. You know, I'm trying to grow this little channel. I will be picking up several more vehicles to revive. I got a couple lined up right now. Right behind me I got a van. It's been sitting here, I can't tell you how many number of years, but I said this one was off the road for 20. The sticker on the tag, you know, determined that was a lie. It's been off the road 18. Close. But let's go ahead and get this thing set up, and I'll pull the coil first, and then we'll move on to the cap and rotor. Get this thing out of here. And this is a new electric ratchet I picked up from OfferUp. Like 60 bucks. I mean, you can't beat that. Thing is brand new. So no more of that wrenching, man. Give me tendonitis, you know. Now I do see an issue with this wire here. This wire has been taped, so I'm gonna check that once I get the coil off, because that could be this could be the whole issue why this truck is not getting any spark. But we're just going ahead and change out the coil. I'm not gonna waste my time playing around with old junk. Well, that's what I'm here for, to play around with old junk today. But I'm just gonna switch this coil out. I'm not gonna waste any time with this. I want to get this sucker fired off, so I can spin it around the block. Might have to change some tires for that to happen, but we'll get there when we get there. All right. Set that over there. Pop in the new one. The new one's slightly bigger. Let's see. Put this thing on here. Damn, it's tight. Alright. Bend that out a little bit. It's positive on this side, so turn it down. I'm going to put my wires back on first. Before we do that, I'm going to wrap this. Some package this crap. This could be the problem. Didn't notice that when I ran my wire from the positive side of the coil to the battery. But I don't know if you guys can see that, but that don't look so good. Let me zoom in here for you if I can. Yeah. I mean, I know this is Cliff's backyard garage, but even I wouldn't do that. Well, I mean, it's getting contact. I just don't like the way it was done. Oh well. I'll solder it later. Hopefully it doesn't hold us up now. Go ahead and get this thing popped off. Plug it up. Alright, I'm gonna get this cap and this rotor and this coil on, and I'll turn you guys right back on. No need to bore y'all guys with me just turning the ratchet, popping plugs off. I mean, I'm sure you've probably seen that 1,000 times. Let me go ahead and get these two on, and then we'll be back. See, will we pop it off? Well, to see will it pop off. Alright, back in a sec. Alrighty, I got the coil, the cap, and rotor installed. Here's the old dusty cap, 18 years worth of dust on it. The old rotor, you guys can see, but yeah, it's got some black on it. Tip looks clean. I mean, you know, hey, we're gonna change it out. Okay, I disconnected the fuel line. Get you guys in there better. I disconnected the fuel line, ran it over to a little jug, had my apple juice in. I had to hurry up and finish that because I didn't have nothing else to run it into. Disconnected that fuel line because, you know, the carb was leaking. Guess from this spot down here at the bottom, I guess you call that the power valve. That's the accelerator pump, which is no good. I got the carb rebuild kit with me for that, so we'll get to there when we get there. Right now, I just want to see will it pop off. And this chain, this thing has a chain hood on it. I guess that's to keep you from stealing your batteries back in the day. All right, set you guys back down. I'm gonna spray a little bit of the old pickle juice in her. See, can we get this sucker to bark off one good time? All right. Now, set you guys up right there. Now, if you guys fall into the fan blades, I am not responsible. I don't have insurance, so neither do you. All right. Just want to hear it bark off, you know. If it does, then we'll go to the next step. Well, we could go to the next step if I remember to take the key with me. Okay. Go in there one more time. She didn't make a sound. Let's give her another good huff. Just to make sure. All right, I'm gonna pull the plug real quick and check it again. If it's still not sparking, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the points and the condenser and go from there and see what we got. Let me go ahead and get those that plug out, and I'll be right back with you guys. All right, everybody, I pulled the spark plug out, and there was no spark, so I went back and cleaned the points, filed them a little bit more, and but I noticed as I flicked it, as soon as I took the cap off, it was getting spark. Now, it was getting a little tiny weak spark before when I did it the first time with the old coil that's over there. And it was getting a little spark, but it wasn't really strong enough. But I re-cleaned the points. We got the new coil on. So now let's see, are we going to get any spark on this spark plug? Let me zoom you guys in. I'm gonna try to keep a steady hand. Oh. I think we got a spark. I just heard it. Oh yeah, we got spark on the spark plug, guys. Go ahead and set you guys up. Let's get this spark plug back in real quick. And let's see what we got going on here. If I'm giving anybody vertigo or anything, I'm sorry. I need a GoPro. Somebody want to donate one? I'll put my email address down there. All right, we get the spark plug back in. Hey, guess what? I did not forget the right spark plug socket this time. I got it. Not using no half-inch, what, 21, 22 millimeter. Got the right tool for the job today. So let's set this down and clamp this spark plug. Put that back in real quick. I think we got another one. She barked just a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. Get started. Now, for anybody screams at the screen, there's no ugga-duggas on this ratchet. It gets it there and it pretty much stops. It's just for the spinning motion only. There's no ugga-duggas in this thing. Even though it says it has a couple, it has none. Alright, that spark plugs in there. Now, let's put a little bit of old pickle juice in her. Let's see if we can make it happen. Oh, that is what I'm talking about. I got a mouth full of spider webs and cobwebs. Yeah, God, let's see that one more time. Oh man, that's what I'm talking about. She done barked off. Wow. Well, I guess that's a story. Come prepared. Get all the things that you know you will need when you come to do a revival. All right, let me get a little bit of gas. I want to hear this thing run a little bit. I'm assuming that this is the bowl. This is like the overflow for the bowl. That's what I'm assuming, since the fuel filter is right here and this runs in, so the bowl has to be here. So I'm gonna put a little gasoline in it and try not to start no fires, because I'm still standing in tumbleweed and dead grass. So all right, let me do that and I'll get right back with you guys. All right, I just put some gas in this tube here, which I'm thinking is the vent for the bowl. And just squirted a little bit of gas down into the carb. We're gonna try to go ahead and see if we can hear this thing run again. It sounded good. I didn't hear no noises, no lifters, nothing. It's quiet. So, well, guess I gotta hook up the battery. Okay, let's try this one more time. Alrighty. I don't know if I was getting it in the bowl or not, but give her another couple squirts. I don't see it coming out nowhere else. I'm going to fill that back up after this. Let's see if I can keep it running. Alrighty. I know accelerator pump is not working. Let's see if I can look in it. Nope, we're getting no squirtlage. Nothing. So, I'm going to have to pull this carburetor apart. Alrighty. Now I can see that old bad gas leaking out, and I'm thinking that bowl is full. Well, I know that bowl is full of the bad gas from the first time I tried to crank it up, which is on the same video to you guys, but for me it's 7 days later. So I think that's working against us. That stuff is bad. I tried to light some of it, it wouldn't even ignite. So I think we're just going to have to run her off the old laughing juice. Well, this is what we know. We do know it fires. There's no noise. Our issue now is the carburetor. And I don't know if it's firing on all 8. I don't know if all of these wires are good. But today is a win. It runs, you know. I was kind of apprehensive buying this truck, knowing nothing about Fords, and really little to no experience on coils and, you know, point systems and shit. But hey, this is a win, dude. Google works. Watching other people's YouTube videos works. So I'm going to give it a little bit more. At this point, I'm going to have to pull this carburetor off and rebuild it if I want to hear it run. But I just want to hear it go. In fact, let me stop here for a second, get a little bit more of a gas petrol. We're going to put some more down the throat and see if we can hear it run just for a little longer, even if it's just running off what I pour down its throat. All right, let me go fill my little bottle up. I'll be right back. All right, got my little squirt bottle all tapped off. Let's see if we can get, I'm assuming this is the bowl vent, so overflow tube. If it is, well, it is bad gas in it. Hopefully I can get enough in there that the jets are not clogged up to make it run a little bit, you know? I don't see it coming out anywhere. All right, let's give her a go. I don't think it's going to get any better than that right now. Yeah. Don't think it's going to get any better than that right now, guys. But hey, I'm going to call this a win. We went from sitting 18 years, as you can see. It is still very, very, very dusty. I mean, it's just piles of spider webs, all kind of crap all over this engine. 18 years of dirt and dust. And I'm guessing I succeeded with somebody failed a long time ago, because we have 2 cans of starter fluid down here. This one actually still has some in it. They both still have some in it. Wow. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna call this a win, guys, because if you can get it to fire, you can get it to run. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that carburetor off of there. I'm going to take it home with me, and we're going to put that, rebuild that carb. Well, attempt to. Never touched a Ford carburetor before, but we're going to attempt to rebuild that carb and come back on a part 2 of will it run. But since we know now it will run, part 2 will be will it drive. So yeah, I got some surprises too. You know, we're gonna have to do something about that wheel issue or the tire issue. That's no bueno. It's not gonna work. But yeah, man, I'm hoping this thing, well, I know it runs, so I want to get in this carburetor, rebuild it, get it going. See, can we get it to move, run around and drive. I'm gonna have to pick up some fuel hose so I can hook up an external tank, because we know that gas tank back there is full of some of the nastiest, foulest smelling fuel I ever smelled in my life. How you doing, man? All right, guys, I apologize for that. Neighbors heard the truck running, and he had to come on over and check it out for himself. So yeah, I'm not a Ford guy. I've told you guys that 1,000 times, but I'm kind of intrigued now. You know, I want to see how far I can take this sucker now. I got some plans for it. You know, we definitely got to do something about these wheels. But first things first, we're going to get this carburetor rebuilt. And I'm going to get back at you guys on a part 2. So if you are enjoying the video, if you have any suggestions for me, you know, hey, drop them down in the comments, man. Like and subscribe. I can only do better if I know what I'm doing wrong. All right. We're going to end this thing right here. But I'm going to give you guys one more round of dirt flying all in your face. So let me go fill this little bottle back up one more time, man. I just got to hear this thing run one more time. All right. 1 sec. All right. Got my little bottle filled back up. And we're going to go ahead and one last hurrah in this video. Okay, I'm gonna give it all. He seems to like it, so let's see if we can get it to bark off and not catch fire. Is that it? That'll do it for me. That makes me happy right there, guys. Yeah, so I'm going to end this video. We're pulling that carb off. It's going home with me. We're going to go ahead and get it rebuilt. And hopefully I have a surprise for you guys on part 2 of Will It Run. Alright, this is Cliff's Backyard Garage. And like I said 4 or 5 times now, please like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video. Tell me what I'm doing right. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. All right. I'll see you guys on part 2. Okay, everybody. I'm back. This is the 3rd day of the Will It Start video on the 1973 F-150. But in all actuality, it is it's been over a month for these 3 days because, you know, hey, I'm a full-time truck driver. I only got a couple hours at home. I actually only got about 4 or 5 hours on a Friday to work on this truck. So, all right, where we left off, I said I was going to take the carburetor home and rebuild it. Well, took the carburetor off, took it home, and I rebuilt it. I hope I did it right. That was the carb kit that I used. We got the spark plug wires, as you already know. I just picked up this oil pressure gauge. Got some wiring and everything, and Old trusty tripod. So we're gonna get started here. Oh yeah, found this old vintage boat tank, fuel tank, and I went ahead and hooked up a got this little Holly electric fuel pump. I got it wired in, got it all wired up to the battery here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the carburetor installed, put that on. I'm gonna shoot down up under it real quick and cut that fuel line going to that old gas tank. I really don't think much is in it because when we were starting it over, not much came out, but I'll show you guys what came out. Yeah, what came out didn't look so good. So I'm positive now that is what was holding us up on the last go when we heard it firing off. But we're going to alleviate that problem now. We want to get the carburetor back on and get the fuel tank hooked up to it. And I'm not going to change the spark plugs just yet, but I do have a brand new set of the cheapest spark plugs they had at AutoZone. Spent a little bit more money on the wires though. So what I'm gonna do, put the carb on, get fuel to it, and see if we can get it to fire over and run like that. If not, then I'm gonna pull the plugs out and the spark plug wires. Now this set here, I'm going to have to build them, so hopefully I don't take all my day doing that. But yep, that's where I'm at right now. So I'll be right back. Let me go ahead and get everything off. Get that tape off of there so I can get the carb on and give it a go. All right, give me a sec to set it up. All right, everybody. I had the old clickety-clack pump sitting there over there, hanging off the West Coast mirror. I got the boat tank back there in the back. I'm going to use my special key here. I'm going to try to crank it. Got to find out if this beast moves, man. Alright, I mean, she fires straight up. I mean, good God. You know, that's one thing I never check, brakes. Alright, we got brakes. Oh man, it pulls straight into reverse. This sucker is deep. Let's see if we can bag it up a little bit. Alright, we're in drive now. Alright guys, the transmission works. I'm thinking we having a brake issue because she don't want to pull out. I know the front tires are flat, but that wasn't good. The gas pedal stuck just a little bit just now. You got stuck on the home carpet down there. Yeah, see, that's not a good deal. We'll have to figure that one out. But hey guys, put this sucker back in park. Let's go back up here and get this motor a little old listen to. Alright, the engine noises have quieted down. We're smoking off some dust off the valve covers. I mean, from 18 years to running, that's a big improvement. Now we got a little smokage. Okay, she's a dual piper. That I did not know. Oh, with glass packs. You know, I never really looked under this truck, but yeah, she's smoking a good bit. Not as bad as it should be smoking for sitting all this time. But yeah, guys, I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and jack it up and see what's going on with those front brakes. Oh man, listen to me here now. That's quiet. Alright guys, give me a sec. I'm gonna jack up this front end, see if I can bust these front brakes loose, and maybe see if we can spin it around the block or something, you know? I don't know, that back tire is kind of checked real bad, but give me a minute. Let me see what's up with these front brakes. I'm gonna shut it down real quick. Alright, we'll be right back. Alright everybody, going to go ahead and pull these wheels off, but I'm going to have to clear a path. I gotta get all these grass and stuff out the way first, so we can see what we're doing out here. Go ahead and knock all this stuff back real quick. Tumbleweed roots. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and clear this out and I'll be right back. Alright, I got some of that grass cleared out. Couldn't get up under the wishbone, so I had to go up to another one of the parts of the frame. See if I can get this thing high enough with my little 2-ton jack. I shouldn't have cheaped out at Harbor Freight, but I bought what I felt like spending at the time, so here it is there. Alright. Hope I can get it up high enough because my jack ain't sliding with the truck. It's just going straight into the ground. We'll see. Might have to put a jack stand under it, reposition it. I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me go get a jack stand and be right back. Alright, I got it up on the jack now. Got a little bit higher. Had to use a little jack stand to reposition myself because the jack won't slide with the car, the truck. So I had to slide it in a little bit so when it slides over on the top plate, it won't fall off. But this is the first time I get to use my old Harbor Freight gun I just bought. Earthquake XT. It's supposed to have 1,200 foot-pounds of nut-busting torque. We're about to find out. Get this thing on here real quick. Alright, got the lock nut off. Oh, bigger socket. I'm over here living life dangerous. I got a chrome socket on the impact. Y'all pray for me. This thing's working pretty good. I hope I got it high enough to get the tire off. Now, I jacked it up and it rolls, so I'm thinking the problem might be either the other wheel or the 2.5 inches and on a flat tire was down in the ground. Here's the reason why I didn't move. We'll bust the rest of these off and we'll find out. Uh-oh. If I get the socket out of here. There we go. Now I only have one tire that's holding a little bit of air. Got one under the back spare, but I don't know if it's holding air. Alright. And this is a good sign. This is what I wanted to see. Get you guys in here. Alright, as you guys know, I am not a Ford man, but I have been doing some research. And I found out disc brakes were not optional. Well, they were optional, but it wasn't like, how you say, standard equipment on these old 73 Fords. It was an option. But like I say, I was turning with the wheel on. Okay, they're not locked up. So I'm gonna clean this off a little bit and slide this tire on. And then we're gonna go look at the other side. So I'll see you guys on the other side. Well, Houston, I do believe we have a problem. Well, as you can see, we got a flat tire. This is the tire that was laying out there in the dirt. You know, I knew it was a little dry rotted, but I didn't think I was gonna put it on the truck and it ripped right there, and all the air come out as soon as I let it down off the jack. Oh well, I guess we'll just go ahead and get on the other side and see if those brakes over there, are they free? Do we have to, you know, mess with the pads to get them loosened up? But I guess my plan for today is get it crunked, check, that's done. See, will it move? We know the transmission engages and it pulls, but that's kind of not good enough for me. I at least want to back it up a couple feet, just a couple feet. If I can get it to bag up a couple feet, I'll be happy today. So, because I'm not getting into all the tire changing and all of that today, man. It's like almost 100 degrees right now. I'm sweating like, man, I'm sweating profusely. So let's get on the other side and we'll go ahead, jack this old beast up. Make sure this rim over here, his wheel is not locked up. Like I said, this could be how far it's sunk in the ground it is. I might just have to give it to her a little bit. But let me go ahead and get up under this thing and see, can I get her, see if the first to see is the wheel locked up. And I'll be right back at you. All right, guys, well, I jacked it up and got good news. This wheel is free. Sorry for the hard breathing, guys. I'm a little overweight right now, and I'm out here trying to make a video for you guys so I can get myself back in a little bit of shape. Get out here in this Nevada sun and let it sweat the fat out. But yeah, that wheel moves, and the other wheel moves. Well, I guess the only problem is she sunk down in her grave. So I guess without anything else to do, I'm just gonna get in here and you know, rev on her. I'm gonna try to rock her and get her out of here. I mean, I'm not dealing with these tires today. I am not financially prepared for that today. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get in here. Let's hook this battery back up. Hook the fuel pump. Okay, it's all hooked back up. Yeah, let's just turn this sucker back on and try to make it move. Is the pump on? Okay. Pump is on. Hopefully the brakes are good. Look at that. Look at them old wires and plugs. She fired straight up. I think the idle is taking care of itself too, or it's finally warmed up. All right, let's give it to her. The tire is spinning. She didn't like that. She straight shut off. Go back and park. Let's try it one more time. I'll try to rock it back and forth. Guys, she tried. She tried. And actually spun that tire. It got a little, it dug itself in a little bit more. Let's look at this one. Oh yeah, we spun that one. You can see the dirt line. She just don't have enough balls to get out the hole. So, well guys, will it run? Yes, it will. Will it drive? It's trying. She's sunk down a little deep, but yeah, I'm going to regroup, you guys, and I'll be back with another episode. We're going to end this one right now. Going to end the Will It Run 1973 Ford F-250. Yes, it ran. Sounds pretty good. I noticed the smoke stopped, but yep, it ran. It wants to move. It really, really wants to move. But she sunk down into the Nevada dirt just a little too hard for her to make the move on flat tires. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this tire situation. We're gonna come back with episode 2, or will it drive out of its grave? I guess I'm gonna call that one, since I'm calling this one a success. But before I go, I would do like one here. Those glass packs bark just a little bit more. Get my key in here. Oh man, she firing straight up, man. Must be trying to get me to love a Ford. I guess that's what it is. Well, as you guys can see, the smoking has stopped. A little fire ants in here. They don't know what to do. They're running crazy right now. But it sounds good. Those glass packs are hitting on point. I'm about to eyelid up a little bit. She's not happy down there. But yeah, this was a success today, guys. Give it a little light on. That sounds better. Well guys, this is going to end the Will It Run on the F-250. I'll be back with you guys next week. I plan to do something else next week, but I think I need to come back over here and finish this off. This old Ford is starting to warm my little cold heart. And she sounds pretty good. Alright guys, I'll see you next time on Cliff's Backyard Garage. If you are not subscribed, please do so. Like, comment, and share, okay? We're going to be doing a couple Will It Runs right here in my uncle's backyard. Oh, I think I'm running out of gas. I think I just ran out of gas. I didn't put much in the tank. But yeah, we're probably going to be doing the old Chevy van next. So I'll see you guys next time. Stay easy.